And what is going on, everybody? Welcome back into the AFC South Roundtable with a Week 16 NFL preview here, guys. We have all four teams playing, but 3 games total, as we do have an inner AFC South matchup here. Before we get into these matchups, these streams are powered by BetUS, guys. We're going to go ahead and look at all of the different lines over here on BetUS. And if we scroll down, we can see the first game that we have on here is the inner AFC South matchup. We have the Tennessee Titans going to Indianapolis and playing the Indianapolis Colts. The Colts are 3.5-point favorites. So we can go ahead and start with Derek. Derek, how are you feeling about this game?
Wish I could say I was confident. Wish I could. It's and it's going to be definitely interesting because we know that Will Levis is not going to be the quarterback for this upcoming game. So, you're going to see Anthony Richardson versus Mason Rudolph. And I don't know. Mason Rudolph has, played some solid football for the Tennessee Titans this year. And one thing I know about this Colts defense is you get them on a really good game, and then the game after, they remind you of just how bad they are. And we play really bad against the Tennessee Titans. We didn't play bad against them the last time that we played against them, but we did play Will Levis. So that does play a little bit of a factor into it. So I do think that this will end up being a pretty close game. I'll go final score of, let's say 14-13. Let's just say it's that bad.
With the Colts winning?
Yep.
All right. So Derek has the Colts winning, but not covering. Mike, will go to you.
I think the difference here is not going to be the quarterbacks, but the running game here. And the Tennessee Titans have 2 running backs that are going to be the difference makers. Tony Pollard comes into this thing and works his bell cow magic like he always does. I think the Titans are going to have a good opportunity to set the tone and control the chains. And also you add in the mix with Tajay Spears, who had a really good game of late yesterday. I think you add that dynamic in as well. It's a 1-2 punch. Mason Rudolph just has to protect the ball and just game manage. So that's all you can ask for. And the defense, I think they're going to show up once again and actually play some really good defense, especially trying to get impaired with what they've been on the third down situation. But I think they'll improve coming into this game against the Colts. So I think it's going to be a close one as well, but the running game's the difference here. So give me the Titans 17-14 in this one.
Ooh. Yeah, and to be honest, I think I had the same exact score prediction as Mike. Like, I wonder what the Indianapolis Colts, what their headspace is going into this one, because these players aren't dumb. They know that the season was on the line against the Denver Broncos, and they choked it away. So they gotta probably feel it slipping away. So I really wonder, I wonder what kind of team shows up, or if they play inspired, or if they play like a dead team that just lost their chance at it. So yeah, I have. With Mason Rudolph, I had the Tennessee Titans defeating the Colts 17-14 as well. So, Ruben, we'll go to you.
Dude, I do have this being 17-14, but I have it being for the Indianapolis Colts. I think at the end of the day right now, it's going to come down to Anthony Richardson, and as much criticism as we've been giving to him now in these last 3 games, there's kind of no pressure on him, right? You're not going to get into the playoffs. Now is your opportunity to prove your worth to this Indianapolis Colts franchise. And I think with Jonathan Taylor being there and with their defense still being very good, I think the Colts do win this game. However, I think it is very close. So I have 17-14 off of a Matt Gay 50-yard field goal to win it 17-14 for Indianapolis.
Man, that's pretty crazy. So we all actually do have the Titans covering this one at 3.5. So next we'll move on to the next matchup. The Jaguars are actually traveling to Vegas 4:25 kickoff, and they are, actually it's a pick'em game, believe it or not. Now the Raiders currently hold, I believe, the number 2 overall pick. They have the worst record in the NFL. They're tied with the New York Giants. So huge tank implications here. The Jaguars would probably fall down potentially all the way to number 9 if they win this one, but they could improve up to maybe pick number 2 or 3 if they were to win. So with this one, man, it's tricky because I don't know if Aiden O'Connell's playing. Desmond Ridder came in there last week. It was like a 15-9 game. Oh, gosh, they are just not a good team. And Max Crosby is on the IR too. Obviously, Devontae Adams got traded earlier in the year. Raiders just aren't a very good team. Unfortunately, I will pick the Jaguars to win this one. They do have just more offensive firepower. We know they have Brian Thomas Jr. The run game gets going. They got 2 good running backs with both Tank Bigsby and Travis Etienne. So I'll have the Jaguars winning this one 21-13. We'll go to you, Ruben.
Yeah, no, I have this being a win for Jacksonville, but a win that gets you guys upset because obviously you're trying to get as close as you are to the number 1 overall pick. But as bad as Jacksonville is, I think the Las Vegas Raiders are just worse. And I do think you do have more offensive firepower. I have this being a close game, though. I'm going to go 21-17 Jacksonville. But I think this is a game where next Tuesday we're going to hear UCF saying, why the hell did you win this matchup?
I certainly hope not. Derek, we'll go to you.
I also will have the Jacksonville Jaguars winning this matchup. I think that Jacksonville plays a little bit better than the Raiders do right now. Let's go with a final score of 20-17 Jags.
All right, Mike, we'll end it with you.
Man, this one's a tough one to call. I'm going to go bold on my prediction, and I don't think we've had this on the round table, but I'm going to go bold with my pick. Give me a 13-13 tie.
I don't know what that does for the tank, man. That my brain would be broken if that happened.
What are the odds at that?
Oof.
I don't know. That feels like a bet right there.
Dude, this is a 425 game too. I don't want to tie. I'll be up too late doing stuff,
And you do streams too, bro. That's gonna be tough.
It will be tough. I usually start 30 minutes early. I think he's just doing that to troll me. But with that said, most of us got Jaguars winning. So I'll go ahead and choose the Jaguars on this one. And then we'll move on to where the Texans at? Oh, they still have this game got flexed for the Texans, right?
No. We're Saturday against the
Saturday
Kansas City Chiefs. I believe we're 1-point favorites right now.
Let's see. So you have Pittsburgh over here. I don't actually see the. Okay, we'll go ahead. I don't see it on here.
Yeah,
you guys exist.
Yeah.
All right, it's all good. So we'll just do straight up predictions for sometimes. They're still figuring out what spreads are. So he has it up the Bet US graphic right there. They're going to Kansas City.
No, they have the Houston Texans as favorites, 1 point.
So wow, the Houston Texans are favorite. It's a weird year for the Kansas City Chiefs because they are, they have one of their best records ever, but they don't look good. So Ruben, let's hear from you. Are you finally going to pick the Texans to lose the game, or are you going Ruben chalk here?
I think I'm gonna go Ruben chalk here, man. And I cannot go into this game against the devil worshiping Kansas City Chiefs and expect the L. My quarterback, my God-fearing quarterback, CJ Stroud, is going to walk in Kansas City and exercise the demons. No, I think it comes down to the defense, boys. And I think, like I told you guys on our round table, Will Anderson Jr., Daniil Hunter are just firing on all cylinders at the moment. And if they can get to Patrick Mahomes, then I do see them potentially having a chance to win this game. But I have this being very close. I mean, if it's a 20-17 game, if it's that 1 point, that Bet US is talking about, I see it going there. The Houston Texans haven't put anyone away besides the New England Patriots. And I can say the exact same thing about the Kansas City Chiefs. They have, I believe, 10 straight one-score games. So I don't know what's going on in terms of Kansas City, but I have the Houston Texans winning, man, 20-17. Your defense is going to win you this game. I have no faith right now in the offense.
Yeah, and I know for myself, the Chiefs always find a way to win, man. The Chiefs are very lucky.
Do.
I mean, they won a game off of a doink a week or two ago. It's insane the way they do these things. So I'll have the Chiefs winning in a low scoring game. I'll say Chiefs win 16-14. Mike, we'll go to you.
I mean, do we even know if Patrick Mahomes is going to be playing in this game?
It was a full participant today at practice, so we are monitoring that also.
Also, why is it always ankle injuries with
he has one every year, bro.
Yep,
it's
he
crazy.
Always gets tripped up somewhere.
He does, but at this point, I don't think Andy Reid wants to risk it, especially this late in the season, because if that gets worse than it already is, that's going to be detrimental to their success in the playoffs.
But there's also only one number 1 seed, man, and the Bills beat them earlier, right? So they got the tiebreaker. So it could be worth playing him to get that bye week.
True, but at the same time, it's like the Chiefs went in last year with a wild card, so I don't think that's going to be too much of a big deal for Andy Reid at this point. So I think they're not going to risk it. I think Mahomes sits. So give me the Texans in this one.
What do you got the score?
Give me 20-16.
All right. Derek, we'll end it off with you. Please don't mention Anthony Richardson. Go.
Yeah, it's gonna all depend on whether or not Mahomes plays in this game or not. Apparently, it's still a little too early to really tell right now, but I'll take my chances on it because, like you said, there's only 3 games left. The Bills just beat quite possibly the best team in the NFL too, in the Lions. So they're red hot. They're right behind them, and the Bills, if they win out and something goes wrong for the Chiefs like this, they got to try to find a way to win at least another game, so they got to figure it out. They got to win at least 2 of their last 3 in order to be able to secure that number 1 seed. And if Patrick Mahomes is capable of playing, which we have seen him do quite a few times, playing on that bum ankle, we have seen him do that, and he probably will play, barring some severe setback. So I will go with the Kansas City Chiefs. Again, I would love to pick the Texans here, but it's against my betting nature of the fact that Kansas City Chiefs literally find the craziest ways to win every single week. Whether it's the refs, whether it's doink kicks, whether it's a fan throws a bottle from the stands. I don't know. Some fan will throw a touchdown to Travis Kelce from up in third deck. Who knows? And the refs will count it as a touchdown. I have no idea. But they find a way to win every single week, regardless how crazy it is. So I will go. It's going to be a lower scoring matchup because these are 2 really good defenses. Give me 21-17 Kansas City here.
All right. So you guys heard it here. We're going to go ahead and go to BetUS. Check out the bet slip. Why don't we parlay this? How about that? Why don't we put $30 on it? 30 to win $78. We only did the 2 games because we couldn't find the Texans game on here. So with that said, we're going to have the Tennessee Titans covering the 3.5 points and also the Jaguars winning the pick'em. I hope for the Jaguars' sake we don't win this parlay, but for the AFC South Roundtable, we're going to cheer for that victory. So with all that said, that is your preview, your Week 16 preview, guys. The 3rd to last week of the NFL regular season. It is about to be gone. We're going to have Christmas, and then boom, season's over. Mike, Derek, and I will have our hands dirty when it comes to figuring out what to do with our coaching staff and front office. And we'll see if Ruben and the boys can win a playoff game or 2, get to their first AFC championship game in their franchise's history. And, maybe they can hoist the Lombardi. We'll just see.
Imagine.
We'll just see. Don't call too early though. Okay, don't call too early. With all that said, thank you guys so much for joining here. Like I said, these streams are powered by BetUS. Big shout out to them. Use promo code YouTube150 for a 150% deposit bonus up to $2,000. Thank you guys so much for joining. Drop a like for us on your way out, and we'll catch you guys later.